Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm super excited about today's video because I am doing a design project for Cara Brandon here on YouTube. Her YouTube channel is Cara Brandon Creations, as well as the name of her Etsy shop. So just to let you guys know, those links will be in the description box down below. I do encourage you to go check out her YouTube channel. Cara is a super sweet person and she makes beautiful journals and beautiful digital kits. So you're gonna wanna go check her out. This is the Blushing Blooms kit. She gifted it to me, and I am going to create a couple videos. I'm actually going to create a journal with this. It's gorgeous. I love it. I will also link her Etsy shop down below. You're going to want to go check out her digital kits. She has a few of them and they are gorgeous. So I am super excited. Cara, thank you so much for asking me to create with this kit and gifting me this kit. It is gorgeous. So today I am jumping in and I actually really want to create some tags. Let me show you the journal cover I'm working on. So I had this old linen in my stash, and what I love about this digital kit is that it is everything floral. So just to give you guys an idea of what this kit looks like, these are some of the, well, these are the papers. I printed them off front and back, and I plan on adding them to the journal. I might use some of them to collage on some tags I want to make. And look at that, it's just beautiful. The colors are gorgeous. Look at how beautiful. I'm so excited. This one I accidentally printed. I meant to print them front and back and I got 4 copies. So these will probably be some of the papers that I use to create some tags and things. These will be in my journal. And getting back to the journal cover before I show you the ephemera pieces, this is what I've created. I took this linen and I just added some vintage bark cloth fabric to the inside. I added a little wrap closure here, and then I added some lace to the front and back just to cover up my seam a little bit. I have some lace going on down here, and I didn't want to stitch through this one. Usually when I make linen covers, I'll stitch around, but I wanted to avoid stitching through that beautiful little floral piece there. But I did do some messy stitching there on this wraparound piece, which I always think is so cute. So my journal should fit 8.5 by 11 paper in it just fine. I usually like to stitch some laces and things on the outside of those pages. So I'm really happy with how that turned out, and I'll play around with that a little bit more. But today we are getting into some tags. So these are the ephemera pieces that come in this kit. Look at those beautiful floral tags. So you could print these on a heavier cardstock if you wanted to. I plan on cutting mine out and adding it onto some other manila material, probably like a file folder. Here are some of the other tags. I am in love with that print. That is so cute. Here's some journaling card size pieces of ephemera, and I love those. Here she has some page flags here and some labels, some tickets, some bingo cards. And then here, I love this little envelope. Again, it's with that print that I love so much. And then these are a couple elements you could add to the front of that envelope, or you could use it as a journaling card. And I love that she gives you a couple different choices there. And then there are some smaller tags here as well. So I'm super excited to play with this collection. All right, so I'm going to speed this video up so we can get a lot done in this video. I hope that you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Be sure to go check out Cara's YouTube channel and Etsy shop. One of the first things that I reach for on these collage tags and in the journal in general, working with this kit, is vintage music sheets. I found that these yellowed, aged pages were so beautiful next to Cara's kit pages that this really became a resounding theme for me. As I'm editing this video, it's been about a week since I created these tags, and I actually finished the journal today, so I'm super excited. I do want to mention that in the beginning of this video, I mentioned the kit Blushing Blooms. That is not the kit I am using today. That is the kit that I wrote down next to the kit I'm using on my notepad because I want to purchase it. It's beautiful. But the kit I'm using today is Pretty Florals. That is the kit, and I will link it specifically if I can do that so that you guys can check it out if you're interested. But yes, it is Pretty Florals, but you will fall in love with many of her kits just like I did. So yes, I also want to mention, talking to Cara, I have a coupon code. I have a coupon code for her shop, and I didn't mention that in the beginning of this video. So that will be in the description box below as well. I just wanted to clear all of that up right off the bat, and now we can get back into these tags. All right, so I'm using mostly the vintage music sheet, the front and the back of it. I liked the fact that it had the list on the other side of this music sheet that had the different composers and the name of the music. So I'm using that print because I like the way, and this is always me, and I'm pretty typical with all of my collaging, which by the way I love. If you guys have not tried collaging yet, you really need to. It is so addictive. So I'm using a print, a text print, and I love that vintage style text print. I'm using the music notes, and I love that title piece there. And then I'm using this graph paper that I have coffee dyed, and I think that kind of brings a balance to everything. I have yet to become someone who does a collage piece with a whole bunch of layering. Maybe I haven't just tried it yet, but I just don't find that that's me. I struggle if I cover certain things up. I want to see certain things in the collage, so I don't know that I'm ever going to be one of those people that is just really good at covering up things. It always I don't know. So I like the effect of having these different prints going different directions, and then knowing that my focal point is going to be over the top of this. And you can still, the eye will get drawn to certain areas on the tag. So that's what I'm going to be doing at first. I'm using the color Potting Soil here because it is a waterproof ink. And because I'm going to be using collage medium over this, I want to make sure it doesn't bleed. Now I'm going to get started adding some elements from the Pretty Florals kit. I'm going through some of my papers here and some of the journaling cards that come in the kit. I really like that rose, and like I mentioned in the beginning, I had a bunch of these pages that I had printed off. So I'm going to start with this, and I'm just using my tear ruler so it has that nice ripped edge. I really like that on the front of the tag. I also think I failed to mention when I got started here that yes, I am using Tim Holtz collage medium. That has become my favorite collage medium only because of the finish that it leaves on the tag. If I have made a collage piece in the past and I haven't sealed it, it tends to loosen up over time, or some of the edges will come up and possibly tear. So I really like going over it with a sealant of some kind. I've seen people do it both ways, and maybe it's just the way I glue things, but it doesn't really work out for me. You do not have to use Tim Holtz collage medium. You can use Mod Podge. You can even water down just your basic Elmer's glue and have a great collage medium. But I really like the finished product that comes out in a collage project when it's been sealed. So like I said, I'm just going through here and using elements of this page. I'm going to be using some Tim Holtz stickers that I had in my stash to add a title. And then I really like the little labels that came in the kit, and I'm going to be adding those to these tags as well. I thought I would let you guys see my struggle here a little bit and leave some of this footage in, but part of the problem that I had tearing this paper was the fact that I had used a heavier weight paper because of the fact that the images are just crisper using my laser printer that way. So anyway, and the tear ruler, you have to get it just right sometimes, especially if you're just tearing off a little tiny piece like I was. So this little ticket came in the kit, super cute. I love those little pieces too. I thought I should mention that. And like I mentioned, now I'm going to go over these tags with the collage medium just so I can seal everything in. Here's those Tim Holtz stickers I mentioned. I just really like inking the edges of my things, so I don't want the stickers to not be inked too. I'm just weird that way. So I end up sticking that sticker down, and I'm going to glue down this label that came in the kit. I am not going to use Collage Medium over the top of the label because I want it to be able to be written on later. So I wanted to seal everything in. I sealed in that sticker too. I think that's a great, it adds strength to the project. It makes it last a little longer. So here I'm adding a little piece of that graph paper again so that my label has a little bit of, what do you even call it, layering in the background to make it stand out a little bit. So once everything was glued down and dried, I decided to add some tea stain paper to the back of these tags. So I'm just going to use my tape runner in the center so that I'm not gumming up my sewing machine here in a minute when I run them through the sewing machine. I don't know if that's helpful or not. I'm still sewing over the Collage Medium, right? But I guess it's a little helpful. So I'm just adding the tea stain paper to the back. Then I am going to round the corners, I think, and punch a hole in the top of a couple of them to make them tags, and I am going to run them through the sewing machine. The last thing I decide to do is add some heavy gesso to the front of these tags. Now, I am not that great at using a stencil and getting the gesso to make the perfect print on anything really. But I still love it, and I think it's pretty, especially since this is a shabby project. It's okay that it doesn't look perfect. In fact, it's always okay that it doesn't look perfect, right? But when you're a perfectionist, it's really difficult. So here you can see that I kind of changed my brush technique, and you guys are probably, those of you who are good at this, are probably like, Lynette, you might do a lot better if you use a different brush. And that's probably true. But I started stippling with the brush instead of just painting over the stencil, and I found that that worked out a lot better. All right, so that is it, you guys. The gesso has dried. I'm super happy about that. I love the fact that those labels are left without the collage medium over the top, so they can be written on, and then the journaling paper on the back. I'm in love with these. I can't wait to add them to my journal. I'm going to wait and add fabric or fibers just to see where I want to add them in the book first. If you want to see a final flip through of the journal and you are not subscribed to my channel already, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification, and you will be notified of future videos, including that journal flip through. Otherwise, you guys, be sure to go check out Cara's channel and her Etsy shop. Both links will be in the description box down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.